XRP, XLM and XDC, the sleeping giants, are finally waking up. We're going to be having a look about some critical news that we have for the partnership with SBI. In addition to this, we are also going to be having a look at the price action of all of these coins and what is going on with the market. We have another company that has been buying up Bitcoin and just some statistics of the overall market in general. All I ask from you are two things, which is to smash that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. So the first big thing that we have is for XDC. So you'll see over here that SBI Holdings has now announced the establishment of SBI XDC APAC Co. So APAC is your Asia Pacific region, in collaboration with Trade Finex Techs, and they are thrilled to enhance the SBI and XDC network partnership, driving blockchain adoption in the APAC region. So not is this only good news for XDC network, but we also know that XRP has a relationship with SBI as well. If we take a look at this article, you'll see over here that SBI, which is currently based in Japan, expands XRP remittance used in Southeast Asia. And the reason as to why this is important, guys, is because when it comes to adoption, not only do we want to be able to have use cases in the US and the UK, but we want to be able to also capture the Asia market as well, as it is a great potential growth opportunity. And it expanded its services using Ripple's XRP to bank accounts in the Philippines, Vietnam and Indonesia too. And by leveraging XRP as a bridge currency, SBI Remit is hoping for quicker, more cost-effective money transfers, aiming to accelerate adoption in targeted markets. So XRP will be able to provide that solution in being able to have real-time settlements and faster settlements as well. So we have that connection for XRP. For Stellar XLM, we don't have a connection currently yet with SBI, but who knows, right? We could potentially have it in the future. It's definitely not off on the table. The stakes are there, but we do have a major Japanese crypto exchange, CoinCheck, to add Stellar Lumens XLM, and this came back in 2019. I think CoinCheck roughly has around about between 1 to 2 million users that they currently have in Japan, and so if it is listed on a crypto exchange, we could see a bit more real world use cases. And even when it comes to XRP and XDC being adopted by SBI, so they could also be looking at other networks such as Stellar XLM. And with regards to Japan in general, they're trying to be a bit more crypto friendly, as we can see. So from here on this headline, they are introducing different laws when it comes to the crypto tax. And what they were actually doing before is they were taxing businesses on unrealized gains, and that is basically when they don't sell the asset, they have to pay tax on it. But now, because of these new laws that will be starting in 2024, corporations will now only be taxed solely on profits from the sale of virtual currencies and tokens. And so it's basically going to be the same rule as with individual investors. And what this could mean is the fact that corporations could now be making more investments into cryptocurrency, and it will be opening up more doors because they won't be taxed on the unrealized cryptocurrency gains. And that is really good for them because it takes off of the burden and it essentially reduces their tax bill than it would have otherwise. So that is really good news for us. Now let's have a look at this from Watcher Guru. We have MicroStrategy, the firm, purchases an additional 14,620 Bitcoin, which roughly equates to $615.7 million. So again, we are seeing more purchases of Bitcoin. Some people are saying that Bitcoin is becoming more centralized because these banks are taking up Bitcoin. And I believe that when we see the ETFs coming out for Bitcoin, we could potentially see more companies get into Bitcoin, purchasing it up, and the companies are essentially going to be owning a high proportion of Bitcoin compared to individual investors. Guys, it's crazy to think that 14,620 Bitcoin is worth this much now. If you do remember before, in the UK, Bitcoin was roughly around about £1, I think, back in 2013. So we're talking over 10 years ago now. And in order to buy this amount, you would be able to get it for £14,620. It's absolutely insane how much it has increased. And I think for the US conversion, it would probably be around about maybe $20,000, and this is how much they have paid for it. And it goes to show that when it comes to cryptocurrency, you can make massive gains. Bitcoin was only at £1. You know, you have your likes of XRP, XLM, Hedera, XDC. They are all under $1. But when they do reach that $1, people could be buying in, they could be FOMOing, and you never know how much that coin will be worth in the next 10 years. So always know what coin you hold and what benefit it has as well. And remember that other coins that we are holding actually have use cases and they are utility tokens. They're not meme coins. So some stats that we have over here before we have a look at the price action for all three of the coins is over the last 2 months, months, futures have added 140 basis points of rate cuts. The 10-year note yield is down 120 basis points. Average 30-year mortgage rates are down 130 basis points. The S&P 500 is up 16% in just over 40 trading days. The US dollar index has fallen 7% on Fed pivot talks, all while core inflation is still roughly double the Fed's 2% inflation target. So as we know, back in November and December, the Federal Reserve decided to not increase the interest rates for those 2 months. They actually left them the same. Now, when it comes to 2024, I'm not quite sure what the Federal Reserve are going to be doing for their interest rate plan. Again, we do have the political elections coming up, and so I think that there is going to be some sort of connection with that and what the Federal Reserve are going to be doing. But it is important to mention that wages will also be increasing as well, and of course the Federal Reserve is going to be printing money, and so I'm not sure how the Federal Reserve are going to be able to plan to lower the inflation with these two simple factors that we've got over here. But let's see what does happen. So let's have a look at the price action for XRP first, and so you can see over here we are basically trading at 63 cents. On the 1-day chart we are down by 0.7%. On the 1 week we are up by 2.1%, and with XRP we were actually able to reach that 64-cent level, just so close to 65 cents. I think we actually did hit it on the day. On the month we are up by 4.1%. XRP is doing pretty well at the 63-cent zone, but I definitely want to see it comfortably stay at 65 cents. Let's have a look at Xrp Xlm. So over here, we are currently trading at 0.132 at that 13-cent level. We are up by 1.3% on the 1-day chart. For the 1 week, we are up by 7.8%. So we are doing really good on the 1 week. And on the 1 month, we are up by 13.2%. Again, with Xlm, it is pretty much just playing with that mid-range of the 12-cent level to 13 cents. It has gone nice and high. On the 1 month chart, we'll see over here that we did pretty well after we were able to surpass that 11-cent level within this range of 0.11 0.117 to 0.119, and I want to see Xlm coin comfortably be within the 13-cent range. And if we have a look at the price for XDC as well, we're currently trading at 0.0537. We are up by 3.6% on the 1-day chart, and for the 1 week we are up by a nice 11.6%. We are doing really well. If you see over here, we were trading at 0.0479. We are up by nearly just under 2 cents now. That massive spike that we just had just yesterday really caused it to range up and above that 5-cent level. Could we potentially hit 6 cents if we have a bit more momentum? You can see over here we are having a little bit of a pullback, so it seems like as if we could be coming back to that 5-cent level, but let's see, because 6 cents may not be off on the card. And on the 1 month we are up by 9.4%, so some good price action for XDC. Guys, if you want daily XRP, Xlm and XDC coin news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.